I just stopped because I got a bit concerned about where I'm going. It's not for the first time on this trip. So with all this rain, that map's just suffered the kind of abuse that a map should never have to suffer, to be honest. So it's just relentless rain. Oh, that foot is there's a problem with the trouser leg lifting up a little bit, and I keep getting very wet feet. Look at that wonderful day. The wind stopped, which is good because that makes driving, what's the difference? Horrible. And I'm glad it's calm. The rain is annoying though, but I'm sort of used to it. I'm just used to being wet now, so I've given up. Anyway, I'm enjoying this day much more. Last night I was a bit concerned. I thought, what am I doing this for? I've been driving on basically town roads for hours getting wet and not enjoying it, but today I've gone up to Gorrock, across on the ferry, always good to be out on the water, and then straight into this beautiful forest, and just charging along on the road, and I'm feeling a lot more confident with the bike, so I was kind of holding in a steady 50 and just around the corners, and it just felt magic, felt proper. And there's no traffic as well, because, well, as cars go by, very little traffic, because, you know, the only people on the roads are the people that have to be somewhere, and most of them are probably at work. So I don't think there's any tourists around. There's no one stupid enough. Right, I'm not just wet now, I'm saturated, my feet and the bottom of my legs and a lot of me basically, and I'm getting very, very cold. So I've just done a 16-mile trip over nowhere. There's not a single house or anything. It's a lovely road, but now am I cold. Well, buying a 20-year-old bike was pushing my luck a little bit. Either that, or I pressed the kill switch. I'm in a bus stop. I'm flipping freezing. Oh, really bad. I passed a sign about God knows how long ago that said it was 38 miles to Fort William, which that's quite far. I wasn't happy about that. Anyway, I did it. I was trying to get here as quickly as possible, so head down behind the screen, flat out, it's about 60. So just as I'm approaching kind of terminal velocity for the little gs125, a couple of sheep decided to walk across the road, so that shook me up a bit. But it wasn't long before I forgot about the sheep and carried on again. So, but oh, it's really cold. I'm just, everything's wet now. Whatever pretended to be waterproof, it stopped pretending. I know you think I'm being a soft ass, but honestly it's freezing. I'm
in a log cabin in Kinloch Leven, to the McDonald Hotel, and they cost a tenner a night, so that's not bad per person. And since there's only me, I get the whole cabin for a tenner. It's a bit warm in here, hence me sat on the floor. Heat rises and all that. All my kit's soaking wet, basically. It has been. This is the second night I'm here, so I'm just trying to dry it out before I go anywhere else. But I've got the heater on full, and it's like a sauna in here, really. I'm modifying my boots so they're a bit more waterproof with some gaffer tape. If you can't fix it with gaffer tape, it's not worth buying. I'm gonna look like David Bowie or something with silver shoes. A complete boot.
What better way to wake up to a Sunday?
Got a lot of miles to do today, so I've just oiled the chain. So I'll give that about half an hour to just soak in, and then we're good to go.
Hello, I'm in Glencoe at the minute. I think, just ridden through it, I think it's probably the best, one of the best roads anyway in the country, in the nation even. It's just so picturesque, amazing, and there's very few cars around. Well, there's a couple, but I can deal with them. I'm just outside Inverary, and they've got a lovely way of reminding you to behave yourself. There you go. I'm in the forest of Argyll, back on my way to Dunoon. What a cracking day. I'm really enjoying myself today. There's no rain, the roads are damp, but they're not full of standing water, so, and I've been flat out on the bike with my head behind the screen and my knees tucked in and my elbows, and getting 70 out of it down hills. Just maybe 69.5, but it's great fun. Yeah, really enjoying it. So I'm on my way back now. I've done what I wanted to do, which was a bit of a bike tour, really. Worth it just for today, even. And all the things I've seen on the way up, it's been perfect. But I mean, look, no cars, nothing. Magic. Glencoe is amazing. You need to. I've just stopped for something to eat. The ferry, there was fog, so the ferry from Dunoon was delayed for about 2 hours, which was annoying because there was nothing to do there. So, but on top of that, the clocks went back from British summertime to GMT again last night. So in all, I've got about 3 hours less time before, 3 hours less daylight time than I did yesterday. It's pitch black, so I'm using the headlight of the bike to illuminate me. I'm in the middle of nowhere and it's freezing, and I think it is actually freezing, to be honest, so I'm getting a bit worried about ice and stuff like that. But, oh, it's Halloween as well. Happy Halloween. I think there is about 12 miles, something like that, to Dumfries, and then still, I don't have a clue where I'm going to stay still, so I just don't know. I just have to keep going until I find somewhere, I suppose. Had to do it, really. Yeah, I was just driving on. I got to Dumfries, which it's taken bloody ages. Honestly, you can't unless you've ridden a 125 a small bike before, you just can't appreciate how long it bloody takes. Anyway, and it was just cold and shit. So I got to Dumfries and then I turned towards Carlisle and it headed that way. Well, I did intend to get there, and then down to Penrith and then maybe into the lake. God knows, I just would have kept going. But I saw a sign that said 33 miles to Carlisle. That's half the distance it took me to get for Dumfries, really. So I thought, ah, bollocks to that. And then just after that sign, I passed a Premier bin, whatever they're called, and just bailed out, went in there, easy option. Sort of wish I hadn't though, 57 quid for a room, and that's without breakfast. Ouch. I was on the A75, and I didn't take a turning or anything, but obviously I've missed the warning signs and ended up on the M6, which I'm not allowed to be on the M6 with L plates. So I'm not sure what to do. Good afternoon. I was wondering if you could give me a bit of advice. I'm on a motorbike with L plates on it, and I was following the A75, and I've obviously missed a sign somewhere, and I've ended up on the M6. So the only choice I really have is to go back on the motorway for a mile to get to Carlisle. What do I do? I'm on hold to the police. Oops. Okay, thank you very much. Cheers now, bye bye. They've logged it, so hopefully if I get stopped I won't get done, but we shall see. I'm just on Kirkstone Pass at the moment, in the Lake District. It's brilliant. I've never been to this part of the lakes before, and I've been in a lot of places in the lakes. Yeah, the motorway incident. Luckily, I met a friendly truck driver. The guy was a biker, and he took pity on me and offered to drive his truck right up the back of the bike, so the police wouldn't see my L plates. Although I did contact the police and tell them what I'd done, how stupid I was. But the woman in the call centre didn't really know what to do in that kind of idiot on the motorway situation. So she logged it. Hopefully if I'd got stopped they would have understood, but you never know. I don't want points on my licence for something as stupid as not turning. In hindsight, once I was on the motorway, I only had to do just over a mile, but it seemed like a bit of a bad idea to have an HGV 4 feet off my back tyre. So I decided to camp for the night, which means I've got to pitch my tent obviously, and I've not done that for about 2 years, so this could be interesting. It's like welcoming back an old friend. I've not slept in this thing for a long time. The last few trips I've done has been in a friend's Hilberg, which is a bit of a Rolls Royce compared to this, but do you know what, this is a Bordet Hogan, and it's about 6 or 7 years old, and it's the best tent. It's just perfect, it goes up so quickly and easily, and it takes a good battering from the wind, which I think it might get tonight. Oh, perfect.